My name's Alexandra Kamp, and the first poem I'm going to read is from my book, The Rainiest May in the 20th Century, and it's called The Smoker. I wrote this poem when I was living in Spain, and I was reading the works of Santa Teresa, and it's sort of a metaphor for spiritual questions, and I don't smoke now, it's kind of a guilty smoker's poem, but it has sort of a spiritual element to it as well. I do not wish to obscure what is clean and unworried, but it is true, I covet the small, wandering stairway that is smoke. It unfurls its tenuous, deliberate ladder down my throat. It makes what was pure misted with gray, a furry light plummeting towards my heart. With each drag, I row a supple enemy towards my soul, smudging it over, shading in places that could have been unsmothered, whole. Is this how I test the devil? See if he'll arise out of me, written in the black script I've inhaled? How intimate darkness is. We willingly mingle it with our breath, let it fill our lives with a blackened wind. By confusing myself into smoke, I blur what is light and dark, clear and clogged, and challenge within myself the boundaries of God. After such a collision, what true essence could survive? One day my lungs, shivering palaces, long bombarded, will collapse. I am the constant metaphor for what this world could be, but is not. The inner vagueness which breeds human error. Each day I fail to live out of the sure places I could, and still with this imperfect breath, torn sail, sooty feather, I try to love this world. The next poem will be from a chapbook called The Photographer's Interview, and it's called Sleep. Dark comma of a life, road we become when we lie down, the body a luminous plate the night lays itself upon, our mind the witch's hut where all worry burns, our fears kindled in that phosphorus wound. Just think, no matter what we do under the bright umbrellas of sun, each night darkness robes us in its velvety caves, blurs us with the furniture and the cats, who trust the dark, lean into its many words. We are children, tiring so easily, needing to be held nightly by a hand pouring its shadow down the sky. Plants at dusk twitter like birds, sing between two alien worlds. The last poem is called Clouds. Magritte painted them like facts, constantly floating above us, and then called them the curse, the heartstring, knowing they were an object so familiar we would know them by any name. When the mood struck him, he would sit them on top of a wine glass like a somber vanilla mousse. Today they are like a line of butlers dressed in white, carrying a platter ceremoniously to somewhere else. A cloud is a definition for loss. Each one is a hat you will never wear. Each skims past your worries to move on to other stories. At times you have felt them dipping into your rooms, a darkness staining your fingers, your mind on other things. Like distant relatives that never call, they congregate in a far corner of your life. If there were angels, pragmatic and unperturbed, these would be them. They fly above us, a fragmented religion, reminding us no story stays intact, each narrative eventually breaking up under the ongoing prattle of itself. I want to call them boats, but what do they carry but water and our thoughts?